All right. Crazy files.
The whole internet is on fire right now because it really dropped out of nowhere. The Department of Justice, the DOJ, they'll release 3 million documents from the Epstein files with over 2,000 videos, 200,000 images. Basically, so much information that came out about this case, about this man. But a lot of it is censored. Like the last time they dropped some of these files, 99% of it was censored, but it was like the government forgot how to use a computer or something because they would black out all of these names and all of these bodies of text, just copy.
Like a lot of it was like redacted, right? I feel like they messed up the redaction. Like you could still just, you know, clear away the black ink and still just see what was in there.
And be able to.
That's what I heard or seen. Anyway. I remember.
It's not like that this time, but the point is, the government was trying to cover a lot of this up. But what they didn't cover up was name dropping Pusha T and name dropping Jay-Z.
Okay.
Variety will write this. The
Department of Justice released 3 million documents
from the Epstein files, along with 2,000 videos and roughly
3 million
images.
documents.
Jay-Z, Pusha T, and Harvey Weinstein. Mentions of the trio did not come from Epstein's personal records, nor reports corroborated by law enforcement. The two rappers and the disgraced Hollywood mogul were named in a tip to the FBI, which was archived as part of the Epstein investigation. So whenever these files normally come out, it is a lot of famous people that always get name dropped. But with Jay-Z being name dropped, that don't mean he's necessarily guilty or something. This is an accusation. But to be named in some Epstein files to begin
Epstein files is crazy though. Epstein files is crazy, gang. I don't care what nobody say. That's insane.
With these Epstein files, they basically been in purgatory for a long ass time. Y'all know Jeffrey Epstein. He's this predator, this SO. People know Epstein for being a weird nigga. And for a long time, people wanted these files to come out. They like, you got this dirt on Epstein. You got this dirt on all of these people surrounded by Epstein. And so many elite figures, so many powerful people in this country that were surrounded with Epstein that took part in some of these activities. Yet, when the government puts out these docs and want to release these files, they want to block out every name. They want to block out the shit that people really want to see. And basically, the DOJ, Department of Justice, was holding it hostage. They would miss deadlines for this information to come out. They would miss this, they would miss that.
But why? Why keep it hostage though? Why?
Who is gonna put the law down on Department of Justice? Them niggas that give out the law, they give out the repercussions. So who's above them to make them actually go through with what they need to go through with? So the DOJ has kind of been in a position where they can skip these deadlines and nothing will happen. And people are mad. Even Republicans are mad. These right wingers, these Trump supporters, they're mad. Everybody's mad and want to see these files come out because what y'all niggas hiding? Why y'all so scared to put this out? PBS will write this.
He's like, what y'all niggas hide? Oh my God, this queue just keep going up and up and up, man. Bang! It's all good, it's all good, it's all good.
Justice released its latest and likely last major batch of files related to investigation into the late convicted SO Jeffrey Epstein. This comes more than a month after the DOJ missed the headlines set by Congress and signed into law by Trump. It includes more than 3 million pages, 2,000 videos, 180,000 images. The DOJ says there are redactions, including personally identifying information of victims. The department has not provided a full explanation of what's excluded, but the Deputy Attorney General said the White House did not have oversight over the review or redactions. Todd Blanche, U.S. Deputy Attorney General, would say this: we complied with the statute, we complied with the act. There is no, and we did not protect Donald Trump. We didn't protect him or anybody else. There's a hunger or a thirst for information that I do not think will be satisfied by the review of these documents. Basically, Trump and the entire government have been under the craziest pressure from the country because what you mean you got the files on the most known predator in the country and y'all don't want to drop it? Y'all want to take us through all these loopholes and do all this and that just to get this info out to the world. And people felt like Trump,
right, because they've been slowly dropping these files for like what, a few years now, right? And I feel like, I don't know, I don't really pay attention. I should, but I feel like there hasn't been much information that's come out in these last couple drops. Like everything's just redacted.
These political figures were afraid for this info to come out because it's dirt on everybody. A lot of these people have documented relationships with Epstein. A lot of weird little stuff been coming out about Trump and Epstein and these other political figures and famous people. And they got to a point where, like I said,
if I seen correctly, they said something about I think Bill Clinton got an STD from bro or something like that. I don't want to put anything in the air, but something between the two. Like there was like an email or something. So hopefully he goes over that in this video.
Trump's hand got forced and these docs had to come out. The word Epstein files have been haunting the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump for months. Pressure was building from Trump's own supporters and from voices within his own Republican Party for more transparency on what the federal investigation into Epstein uncovered. After weeks of resistant release, Trump reversed course and urged Republicans to vote to open the Epstein files to public scrutiny. Both chambers of Congress, the legislative branch of U.S. government, approved a measure that compared the Justice Department to release all files, which was then signed off by Trump in November. That kickstarted a 30-day deadline for the release of the files, except for those that relate to an active criminal investigation, identifying victims of Epstein's abuse or invade their privacy, or contain images of physical and blank, I can't really say because we're on YouTube. And I'm explaining all of this to you so you can understand how bad these files are if you really didn't know. And honestly, it ain't no telling what else could probably pop up. Because remember, it's millions of these files and we only got a little portion.
Millions. 3 million to be exact.
Really out there on the table.
Oh my God. So how does Jay-Z get involved?
And like I said, Jay-Z got name dropped. He got some wild allegations through on him. And we got to go back some years for this, 2019 to be exact. A report
him and Beyonce or just Jay-Z?
Hotline would name drop Jay-Z. One day this woman claimed she woke up and she was drugged. Her mind was clouded. And Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein were in the room with her. This is what the official document will read. On July 10th, 2019 at 8:20 Eastern Time, Blank called the FBI National Threat Operations Center to identify herself as a victim of SA by Jeffrey Epstein and others. Blank provided the following information. In approximately 1994, Blank revealed herself to be a past victim of SA by Epstein and described that some of the happened at parties. She then say in approximately 1996, Blank resided with Blank and an unknown man abducted her from her home when she later woke up in the prison of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, Jay-Z, while Weinstein had inserted his fingers into, she believed that she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. Blank estimated that she was abducted on 7 occasions, awakened each time in an opulent indoor setting. She suffered from on multiple of these occasions in which Epstein participated. She revealed that Leon Black and William Barr, current United States Attorney General, were being present during some of the occasions of abuse. In approximately 2006, Blank recalled last being abused by Epstein.
12 years?
Weinstein was touching on her while Jay-Z was present. And if this is true, Jay-Z just being there is nearly just as bad as Harvey Weinstein doing the activity, because if you right there and you watch it, you ain't no better than the nigga that's doing it. But she would say
because he didn't do nothing about it. Right.
Jay-Z in his life during the time of 1996, and the argument many people are using.
So this is years ago.
Jay-Z, somebody
crazy.
that would have been warranted to be on that island. People like Jay-Z wasn't that hot. Jay-Z ain't the Jay-Z we know today back in 96. So why would Epstein have him on this island? Why would he be with Harvey Weinstein? Because he was this new buzzing artist. In 96, I'm pretty sure he wasn't even signed. He didn't sign until 97. He signed a deal with Def Jam. So what a lot of people saying is he wasn't hot enough. He wasn't known enough. He wasn't industry enough to be
get
on
that
this island,
invitation.
which we don't know for sure. But it's a decent point until you actually look into Jay-Z's relationship with Harvey Weinstein. And this kind of throw it out the window for me, because these two have a relationship. There's plenty of pics and times of these two working together. And if you don't know who Harvey Weinstein is, long story short, he's a convicted S-offender, multiple counts of R and SA, with all of this stacking up on top of each other.
Females, I'm pretty sure women started the Me Too movement because of him. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure. Let me know down in the comments. I'm pretty sure it was Harvey Weinstein they started the Me Too movement against.
The prison back in 2022. But we got to go back to 2017, 2016, where we see Jay-Z and Weinstein.
2022, before then. I could be wrong, though.
Back in 2016, Jay-Z was signed a 2-year movie deal with Weinstein, but it would fall apart as these years went on because Weinstein...
What song is that? What song is that? I wouldn't be surprised, though. But, like, I feel like Kanye's the type nigga, he might have been over there, too, though. Maybe. I could see it. That nigga kind of crazy.
This back in 2018. Both Jay-Z and Eminem have filed court documents alleging that the Weinstein Company
unpaid work.
The filings were reportedly made as a part of a former Powerhouse Film Studio's ongoing bankruptcy, and claim that TWC owes Eminem and Jay 6 figures each.
He's been speaking against it for years. Nah, it's fact.
$1,000 for his work. TWC documentaries about Trayvon Martin and Khalif Browder. When it filed for bankruptcy in March after a wave of misconduct allegations against its founder Harvey Weinstein, the company claims it did not owe Jay anything for them projects. And the point of me saying this is Jay-Z and Weinstein got a history. But Jay wasn't the only big rapper mentioned in these allegations.
But like, okay, I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said Pusha T. Like, how is Pusha T involved in this?
This time it claimed that Pusha T was a handler.
Spoke about Diddy too. But everyone knew about Diddy.
From the government would say this.
Diddy, okay, Jay-Z doesn't really shock me. But like Pusha T, I don't know why. Pusha T really does shock me. Like, Not like, oh my god, I can't believe he did it, because you really don't know these niggas at all and they capable of anything. But like, I just feel like there's such a random name, like to be on Epstein Island and shit. That's just me.
Blank believes she was drugged, clouding her memory. She attributed the drugging as frequently performed by people assigned as handlers.
And wasn't he the same one calling? Wasn't he the same one that said Drake was a PDF? And now look at bro a few years later. Like what?
Friendship with the victims. Among her handlers, one was identified as the artist Pusha T. In approximately 07, Blank attended a party following an invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down the street. Weinstein and Pusha T also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in SA. Blank claimed to have additional information of people involved in the enterprise and information related to racketeering conducted in support of the trafficking. She further believed she was under surveillance and stalked at the direction of people involved in the SA. She confirmed that she was not diagnosed with any mental illness but refused to provide her physical address, advising that she maintained no permanent address. Rather, she moved between staying in different hotels. So this was a homeless woman, it seems like. She's saying she didn't have a place to stay. Then got this invite to this Epstein party.
All right, is this almost done? Bro, how does this keep going up? This shit's crazy. I gotta see if Gang is still playing this. He said I'm gonna be back. Who's JR? He like Dougie rapping, clapping money, gang shit. Damn, I've heard this in a minute. Pretty much so I can order gonna be busy. Mama tell y'all chase it. Yes, that's a good song.
But this information will come out and the entire industry is on fire. Like I said, so many people got something to say. So many people don't have anything to say. Real deal industry people are so silent when it comes to Jay-Z and Pusha T in these documents. The whole industry's paying attention, but nobody wants to say anything. Everybody.
Damn, so he's cooked from the NFL, huh?
Like one half of the industry
NFL probably is like, yep.
Unfollowing Jay-Z, kind of cutting ties with him, but nobody is really saying anything other than Lizzo for real. Lizzo would come out and she would be at the defense of Jay-Z and would kind of also defend Diddy in a way. She was basically like, the internet is making y'all think these situations is worse than what it was. Like, not every single Diddy party, they was doing freaky shit and it was a freak off. So indirectly, directly, she was defending Diddy. It's weird. I'm gonna play the clip.
What are we doing?
Frustrating
Lizzo?
to me because there are 3 million files, right? 3 million documents in the files, because over the course of however long this man has been doing these crimes, every email, every text message, everything, just in general about this man's life, has been put into these files to scan for illegal activities, right? Every text message you sent to somebody. If you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice? Is every person in your phone, is every email you sent to a person or speaking about a person, or does that make that person complicit? Does that make that person a bad guy? No, it doesn't. And that's the same thing with the Diddy stuff. That was so, I told y'all, the media is so smart.
Did she just compare stealing an apple from Walmart to Diddy parties? Like, did I just hear that right? Did I hear that right, or am I tripping? Chris Tucker was in the photo with him, but he had to come out on a podcast and say that shit was at a dinner and he never been to the island. Yeah, you know damn well. Yo, let me see the flight list, man. Let me see the guest list, man. Yeah, right.
You think every party that Diddy ever threw was a freak off and people were fucking and slipping and sliding on baby oil? No. That man had birthday parties. That man had Easter gatherings. That man had Super Bowl parties. That man had Christmas parties, Halloween parties, regular parties. And so now they're saying,
so there wasn't freak offs at those parties? Bow, burn! My nigga fucking Tyree with the sub, man. I appreciate you, twin. I appreciate you. That's real, man. That's love. Them files gonna shut down the economy. Nah, literally facts, bro. I can't believe there's mad niggas on here, bro. There's too many niggas on this list. Too many.
like, oh, she's on the Epstein list because she was on a guest list for Ghislaine Maxwell's like showing of a political film. Hey.
Oh, that shit went to Sham too.
Distracted.
Oh
You
shit.
just want Mom Donnie to be a bad guy.
Yo, Sham, what's the one with Rivals, man?
Go to a movie premiere. You think Ghislaine Maxwell woke up every single day trafficking children? No. Just because somebody's name is mentioned in a 3 million document file of a person's life who's been lived over a span, crimes span decades.
But the thing with Lizzo, She has allegations of her own. So people seeing her defending this weird stuff, they're like, okay, this makes sense coming from you because nigga, you're weird yourself. She got some crazy ass allegations. I don't know if y'all remember.
Like what? Lizzo's in allegations?
Years. Lizzo had allegations of her employees, the people that was working for her. If you remember, there was
just several applications filed against 3-star former backup dancers, but allowed the
to shove
blockbuster.
bananas inside of them. Lizzo would turn around and deny, saying this was all fabricated.
Once up, extreme few consistent.
She had allegations.
Shit, the goals every day. That's the goals try to do this every day. You know what I'm saying? At least for like an hour at minimum. Feel me? So I don't think that's hard to do. I don't think that's hard to do if you really want to be serious about this content shit.
Defending these kind of allegations, people are like, you're weird. But like I said, the industry is like silently unfollowing Jay-Z, but nobody truly is speaking out against Jay-Z. The news will write this. Okay. Shortly after reports emerged that rapper Jay-Z was mentioned in the Epstein files, claims were made that the rapper not only lost over 100,000 followers
100K followers on the scam. Damn.
But it's not just other people being quiet.
Well, 100K, he said, looking at his account shows 1 million followers with his wife Beyonce. I thought Jay-Z didn't have social media. Speculation also made that Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, Apple Music, and the NFL accounts also unfollowed him. Damn, the NFL? So that means that deal he has with the NFL is cooked, man.
Instagram, but some big celebrities unfollowed him. But
they let us fly the first time, but not the second.
Quiet about the situation. Jay-Z himself has been quiet on the situation, which is interesting because remember the last time allegations got through on Jay-Z, Tony Busby and his team were trying to say that back in the 90s, early 2000s, Jay-Z had some weird shit going on. And they told a whole story about how he was in the room where a girl was getting, you mean? I can't really say too much on YouTube. And when these allegations got thrown him back in 2024, trying to say he was doing weird shit with Diddy, he immediately responded. He had his team on go. As soon as this came out, he defended himself. He was like, y'all not finna put this out. This back in 2024. But guess who had a response to the news as soon as it came out? Jay-Z. And I mean, he just defended himself. If some shit came out like this about anybody and they didn't do it, they gonna defend themselves. But this is what he had to say. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby, which he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil. Whomever would commit such a crime against them be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims deserve real justice if that were the case. The lawyer, who I have done a bit of research pattern of these theatrics, I have no idea how you became such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I've seen your kind many times over. I'm more prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor or dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I gotta sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see depressed and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. The mention of celebrities, especially major figures like Jay-Z, sparked debate on social media.
It's the kids that you really worry about.
So let me get this straight. Jay-Z was good friends with Harvey Weinstein, Diddy, R. Kelly, and now he's popping up in Epstein files. Interesting. Another said, let me guess, y'all about to make excuses for Jay-Z. Now all of a sudden you don't want to believe the DOJ, the Department of Justice website. Others pointed out that these allegations were tips, not evidence. These aren't logs. These are hotline calls. Anyone could have phoned this in. And to be honest, all of these are valid points. They were hotline calls. They were allegations. But Jay-Z also had a great relationship with R. Kelly, a great relationship with Diddy, a great relationship with Harvey Weinstein. Him and Harvey Weinstein signed a multi-year deal so they could work together. So people are defending Jay-Z in the situation, others aren't. And it's just one of them things where there is no true evidence on either side of the situation for real. But what's crazy is, we can go back a little bit to Kanye West. Kanye West has been
Shane, here's the song.
For a long time. Granted, Kanye is a little crazy, and he done came out and admitted himself that, yeah, nigga, I'm crazy. But think about all the stuff he been saying over these past few years. Think about all the craziness he done did. Remember that one song he dropped last year where he would say, I know some niggas that went to that island. Why would they go to that island? Now, people at the time thought Kanye was just being Kanye, yapping. But maybe it was some truth behind what he was saying. Because there's clips of Kanye online calling out Pusha T and Jay-Z in the same sentence. He's saying, look, if y'all knew what Jay-Z and Pusha T was really getting into over these years.
That's crazy. You got that spot on from the jump.
Come on. This clip was before all of this came out. This year's old. Then we got 50 Cent trolling on Instagram saying he might make a doc. And y'all know 50 Cent, if he can really find some info on something, he will really make a doc.
He gonna do it. Look at the Diddy doc.
Weird as hell. Y'all always hear the billionaires is evil. These rich, famous elite celebrities is evil and weird, and there's no telling what these people real life get into. It's no telling what any of this could turn into because there's more docs probably on the way. Even though the
That's facts.
DOJ want to hold these docs hostage, I feel like they might actually come out for real at some point. Now,
Let's see.
will everything be blacked out? Ain't no telling. But what do y'all think? Y'all think Jay-Z and Pusha T really had something to do with this situation?
I mean, it's all allegations, but when you best friends with like 4 niggas that have done it, like that have committed essay, it's hard. It's, you know what I mean? It's hard to defend yourself. It's hard to defend yourself at that point. I mean, it's only time will tell. Bro, I can't believe I'm still in this queue right now. 6 out of 16 is crazy. Let me see if, bro.